Good day, folks. How are you all doing? I hope everyone is absolutely fantastic, feeling groovy, realizing, of course, the government really don't love you, and also realizing that pretty much everything you've been told since the day you were born is a lie. It is September the 15th of 2025, 8 a.m. Mr. Buzz coming to you from the heavily demon-infested province known as Ontario, Canada. If you enjoy the video, please give me a thumbs up is all I ask. And if you'd like to support the channel, there's information in the description on how you do so. I also offer guitar lessons. However, I am so backed up and swamped at the moment, I can't accept any new students. So maybe in the future, but at this time, I can't take any more students for sure. So I do my best to work on myself, and improve myself. Turn to the Lord and ask Him for strength to make certain changes, trying not to be prideful, trying not to be lustful, trying not to let frustration get to me, okay? Because I get pretty frustrated sometimes. So this topic I'm going to discuss today, I'm going to probably cover a few things. This frustrates me. This one is one of the things that causes me to turn to the Lord and ask Him for strength so I don't get frustrated. But it's frustrating for me because it's hard to get anybody to listen to this. The Lord has given me some spiritual eyes to see some things. Okay, there's some things that I can see the Lord wants me to see because He wants me to communicate them to everybody else. But this one here that I'm going to talk about, the concept of texting and how damaging it is to this whole world and the whole species. Nobody will listen. Nobody will listen. Everybody's in such a habit of doing this, they refuse to take 2 minutes to sit down and look at it and realize what it's doing. Now, I actually had a call with somebody yesterday. About halfway through the call, she was telling me about a friend of hers. She lost completely because of texting, misunderstandings. Person took what she texted the wrong way. She didn't mean it that way. It didn't matter. The person was never going to be convinced that she didn't mean it that way. And the friendship ended. And it was really devastating. That same story has been told to me by more people than I can count. Okay? Think about it this way. There's a new drug comes around. 20 people have overdosed on it and they're dead. Are you going to want to go out and grab that drug and try it yourself? 20 dead people. That's going to tell you. So maybe you should stay away from that. That's deadly stuff. That's poison. Obviously, it killed 20 other people. Well, if texting has done this to so many other people, why is everybody so willing to continue engaging in this practice? Now, I don't mean that you shouldn't text something like, "Hi, honey, gonna be late for dinner. Sorry, got tied up at work." She texts back, "Okay, hun, no problem. See you when you get here." Done. Done. That's the purpose of texting. Emails, I'm going to put in the same category here. I have hundreds and hundreds of emails, okay? And I knew I'd get some response. I didn't think there'd be as much as I got. But what do you think these emails consist of? This is the reason I have to bring this up. If you've sent me an email and you're waiting for a response, it's a good possibility now that you won't be able to get one, because people have sent me emails with 8 and 10 long paragraphs thinking I'm going to sit here. It would take me 2 years to read what people have sent. It would literally take me 2 years. I would have to sit here for the next 2 years. Not only that, they've sent me attachment after attachment after attachment, as if I'm going to download attachments from every stranger in the world that I don't even know. Everybody's missing the whole concept here. I never once said text me or email me your life story from the time you were born until the present day. Why would I want to know that? What would be the benefit of knowing that? And why do I need 10 pictures of you? Why do I need that? I don't understand what I'm going to do with that. My email storage is full. I can't even receive another email. So I've got to delete all these hundreds and hundreds of emails with attachments and 8 or 10 paragraphs. So I apologize that I can't answer everybody. It would be impossible. It would literally be impossible. When I opened myself up that way, my channel was very small, and then it blew up, and now I've got over 16,000 subscribers, and the emails just pouring in. My texting app got shut down too, because so many people, and not normal size texts, like, "Hi, Mr. Buzz, I'd like a meeting with you." That's all I need. I don't need anything else. I don't want to hear your life story in text. What's the good of that? I don't even know who typed it. This is the main problem with well, actually, there's so many problems with texting. But here's the thing. How many people have sent me a text or an email and it wasn't even that person? It's somebody masquerading as somebody else. Everybody's trusting that what they see online is what it says. It's almost never what it says or who it says. People are getting a hold of email addresses, making a new one by changing one little thing, maybe putting a dot in there somewhere where nobody will even notice it, and then masquerading as that person. That's the most common practice around right now. I get those all the time. You don't even know who it is that's emailing you or texting you. You have to be very careful. Why would I want to download a bunch of attachments from people I don't know? See, all this technology could be used to benefit the world, because now I can have communication with somebody in India or Israel or Russia, anywhere. So that's an advantage. When I was a kid, expensive long distance was needed to talk to people around the world like that. So this is an advantage. But the point of it is not to type these. I've got emails that it must have taken the person 2 hours to type them. And it would take me a good 20 minutes to read them. I'm talking one email. 20 minutes to read what they've typed. Right from birth through teen years, early 20s, early 30s. Finally, here I am in my 40s, and this is what's going on now. And they think I'm going to sit here and read that. No offense, people, but come on. No, I'm not going to read those. I have to delete them. And then I get to the bottom of them, 5 attachments. Delete. Gone. I'm baffled. I'm baffled. The world has been deceived by the devil, because this texting habit is from the devil. It's from the devil. We have a whole generation of people, Gen X especially, but even the generation before that, I guess that's the millennials, same thing, scared to actually face people face to face. They don't want to talk to each other. They want to do this. They want to do this. On that stupid little device, it's only this big. I hate those devices so bad. Demon phones. Demon phones. Going to be forced to get one to monetize this channel and everything, but I'm making the demon sleep in the shed. It's not sleeping in the house. I'll bring it in when I have to do my 2-step verification thing and get it done, and then out in the shed it goes. I'm not even keeping that thing in the house. Got a demon inside it. I definitely don't want it in here. The Lord is in here. No demons allowed. Demons are forbidden in my house completely. The Lord will allow one in once in a while if he's got to discipline me, but so that's up to him. But I'm not willingly bringing one in here, that's for sure. Communicating in this way, folks, is poisonous to everybody. It's poisonous. I don't know why this is so hard to see. This is why I get frustrated. Why is this so hard to see? There's no tone in your texts. There's no way to fully communicate your point. You're not going to say everything you would say with your voice because it takes too long. So you're going to leave things out. The misunderstandings. There's websites dedicated to this. Misunderstandings in text and what the damage it's done. Divorces, the end of friendships, loss of jobs, you name it. Misunderstandings with texting has done every kind of damage to people that is possible. And everybody just keeps on going with it. Facebook. This is another thing we got to talk about. This is another thing. Everybody email me, you need a Facebook group. You need a Facebook group. I wouldn't go near Facebook if you gave me $1 million, okay? That is a playground for witches. That's all it is. The people you're talking to are not who they say. They're all masquerading as someone else. You're being deceived. You're being deceived completely. You're talking to bots. You're talking to bots. You're texting with bots. Okay. Is that a healthy activity? Nope. Nope. You're texting with bots on your demon phone. There's two problems, two very big problems. And you got witches all around you on Facebook. That's all it is. It's nothing but witches everywhere. Okay? Witchy ones love Facebook. It's the reason they created Facebook. Facebook was created by DARPA and the CIA. Proven now. The documents have come out. We know this for sure. I knew it all along. Facebook and Instagram, all of them, created by DARPA and the CIA. It's a weapon against the people. Get off of there. Get off of Facebook. Get off of Facebook. You can't serve the Lord and serve witches at the same time on Facebook. That's what you're doing. You got to get off of there. I'm sorry for my frustration. I'm trying to keep it as... But this one really frustrates me. It really does. I don't need your life story. The past is gone. Leave it back there. Leave the past. What good is it to tell me something that happened when you were 6 years old? You're now 45 or 50, and you think I need to know what happened when you were 6. What for? What for? How is it relevant? How is it relevant? It's not. It's not. The only way it could be, okay, maybe there's somebody when you were 6 that you haven't forgiven for what they did. Okay, you can tell me, I've got some bitterness from the past. That's all I need to know. I don't need to know anymore. It's not necessary. It's not helpful in any way for me to know anymore. I don't mind helping people. I want to help people. We need to work from today forward and leave the past in the past. So this texting thing and this emailing thing, like I say, I've got to delete everything. My email is full. It's the attachments. The attachments especially. Can you give me some idea of why I need 10 pictures of you, or any pictures of you for that matter? I only communicate, and I won't even do phone calls with people. Why would I do a phone call? I don't know who's on the other end. I can't even see them. The Lord gave me vision to see. When I meet you face to face, I know if you're an evil one or not. When I hear your voice on the phone, it's a whole lot harder for me to figure anything out. No way. That's the way to hide from me. No, I don't do phone calls. I do video chats or in person. If you happen to be close and wanted to meet in person, I'd meet you in person. I'm not talking to somebody I can't see, and I'm definitely not texting with you. Forget it. It's not happening. Mr. Buzz don't text. He does to set up meetings. Hi, Mr. Buzz. I'd like a meeting. Okay. I'm a little backed up, but I'll try to get you tomorrow. How's that? Okay. Thank you. See you then. Done. That's all you're going to get from Mr. Buzz in text. You're not getting anything else. Not ever. Not ever. Or, Mr. Buzz, I got snowman figurines that have faces on them and blah, blah, blah. Is that something I should get rid of? Yes. Yes. Okay, that's I'll give you an answer like that, but that's all you're going to get. The word yes or no. You're not going to get me sitting here type. It's ridiculous. The whole world got to stop doing it. More misunderstandings, like I say, lost jobs, divorces. It's making Gen Z scared to even see people in person. They're sitting in their bedrooms, text. And then the thought of actually going out and meeting their friends at the mall and hanging out with them, that's terrifying. Oh, I can't, I get social anxiety, I got to stay inside. This is what texting has done. Texting is the culprit. And it's not rocket science, folks. It's not hard to see this. It's really obvious that this is what's happened. There was a video went around years ago. It's an animated video. It was brilliant, okay? It was the most brilliant animated video I think I've ever seen in my life. When I saw it, I cried. I literally sat and bawled watching this. As this little kid in the animated video, it's when the phones came out. And this is what happened to me. That's why I cried, because I was this little kid. And he's going around, and everybody's got their phones now, and everybody's walking around. The zombie apocalypse is happening, right? And they don't even know where they're going. They're bumping into each other and everything. And this kid's going around. He doesn't have a phone. He doesn't want nothing to do with it. And he's pulling on the clothes of his parents. And, hello, will you pay attention to me? And they just ignore him and keep on going. And he sits on the curb, and he drops his head, and the tears just start to fall. It's the most emotional video I've ever seen. The most accurate one I've ever seen. That's what's going on. We have a demon phone zombie apocalypse happening all around us. Nobody even talks to each other anymore. There's no tone in any conversations. There's blah, blah, blah in text. Something that should never be communicated that way is being communicated that way, and the misunderstandings, the lack of understanding in what people are reading. Then we have the problem that the schools have actually stopped teaching people anything useful. So the new generation can't spell. They don't know what punctuation is. They have no clue what the word grammar means. And they're going to send me a great big paragraph of misspelled words, no punctuation, the worst grammar you ever saw. And I'm supposed to make some sense out of that. I'm not even going to try. Not even going to try. Mr. Buzz's strong recommendation here. If you don't listen to anything else I've said on this channel, please consider this. Texting is destroying the world. You need to start communicating face to face, and you need to throw texting in the garbage. It's useless. It's only for quick yes-no things. Like I say, I'm going to be late coming home. Okay, thanks for letting me know. Invite somebody over. You want to come over the house tonight? We're having some friends over. Sure. See you at 8. Okay. That's what it's for. There's no other purpose for it. There's no other purpose for it. Anything else you're doing with it is using it improperly and risking extreme detriment to your life. If you're having a serious conversation with somebody that way, oh, you're skating on thin ice. You're actually risking that relationship. You're risking it. I mean, it happened to me years ago. I used to do it a little bit, and it went badly. I learned my lesson real quick. I even know people who have lost 4 and 5 friends through texting misunderstandings. They're still doing it. They haven't learned after 4 or 5 times. Even my cats will learn after they do something and it goes badly for them. Like, oh, better not do that again. My one cat likes to climb in the cupboard where all the towels and face cloths are. She climbed in there, she got on the top of it, and avalanche, it all fell down, and she rolled out the door. She's never done it again. One time, she went, oh, that's a bad idea. But I literally know people who've lost 4 or 5, even more friends. Maybe even a girlfriend or a boyfriend, whatever. They're still doing it. They're still doing it. This is Mr. Buzz's frustration. This is why. This is why. I don't know why it's so attractive to everybody. It's annoying. And they're doing it on those little demon phones, which I really wouldn't be doing it on that. Give me a keyboard or nothing. I'm not even going to bother with those little things. Oh, I can't believe people do that. One more thing to add to this. Listening to music on your phone. The word progress means advancing, going forward. Okay, I know it's been contaminated now because the progressives, they call themselves, they're doing anything but progressing. They're going backwards and they don't even understand it. They're going away from the Lord, which is totally backwards in every sense of the word. When I was a kid, I had what we called boom boxes, ghetto blasters, whatever, and a stereo in my room. And I needed good sound to hear my music. Okay, I'm a musician too. I want to hear good sound. People are going around listening to music on that stupid little demon phone. You're not even hearing the music. You're not even hearing it. People would say, you wrote that new song. I heard it. Sorry, I heard you wrote a new song. Send it to me. I'd like to hear it. And I'll say, are you going to listen to it on your phone? And they'll say, well, yeah. Nope, I'm not sending it to you then. I don't want you to hear my song on that. You're not going to hear my song. You're going to hear a pathetic, tinny, high-pitched, crappy version of my song. Stop listening to music on those things. Stop listening to music on those things. Get a stereo. Get something that you can actually hear with good speakers. And headphones, okay, headphones are fine. Not those earbuds that go right in and they're wireless. They're giving you cancer. They're giving you brain tumors. Stop using those two. I mean, I don't want to turn my camera around because I'll mess something up right now, but I can show you I've got studio monitors in here because I write music. They sound awesome. If I listen to music, I can hear everything crisp and clear. And I've got them positioned so that the sound goes through the room just right. Listen to your music on something decent. Throw that demon phone against the sidewalk really hard and then take a hammer. I've shown you before what you do. You put the phone on the concrete. That's what you do with the demon phone. If you absolutely got to have it, make it sleep in the shed. Make the demon sleep in the shed. Don't let it sleep in your bed, especially, because it's giving you brain tumors. Some people put it right beside your head and sleep with it. You're going to die young. You're going to die young. This technology, I got a request for this actually. I never mentioned that, but there's a request for this video. Not about the texting so much as just all the technology and the damage it's doing to everybody. The texting is probably at the top of the list. Video games too. That's my last 2 videos ago, I think. I talked about those. Poisonous to the whole world, to everybody. But this texting phenomenon, right from the devil. He's like, how can we... It's almost like the Tower of Babel in a way. Because the Lord confused the languages so no one could communicate with each other. Well, in this case, not the Lord doing it. I think the devil did it. And no one's communicating with each other properly at all anymore. Everyone is hiding behind their demon phone. It's so sad. It's so sad to see. So don't send me great, big, huge paragraphs, and I'm not going to read them. I couldn't read them. I'd need a team of 50 people to sit here and read those. It's not going to happen. There's no purpose in me knowing about your life story. It's irrelevant. A few videos ago, maybe 6 or 7 that I made, the Lord insists you stop living in the past. That's what the video was entitled. Go watch that one. Go watch that one. Don't live in the past. Today, forward is where you want to be. Never mind what happened back then. Unless there's some bitterness from back then you got to get rid of. Okay, that's the only purpose in even remembering it. Forget your life story. It's irrelevant. It's irrelevant. Forward. And please, whatever you do, stop communicating with people with that darn old text. I have to catch myself because I want to call it something else. There's few things in this world that frustrate me more than that. That frustrates me beyond belief, seeing people doing that. I can't even have a friend in here without that happening. You know, they come over and then first thing the phone's out and they're ignoring me. I'm talking to them mid-sentence. They're doing this instead. Oh, I feel like throwing them out of the house. I really do. Some of them I've taken their phones away. If you want to hang out here, that's got to go outside. The demon got to stay outside while you're in here. That's all I have to say about it. Well, actually, no, it isn't, but I'm going to stop anyway. I could talk about this for 3-4 hours. It frustrates me so bad. I'm trying not to be frustrated, but it's impossible for me with this topic. I wish I could help people open their eyes and see what the Lord has allowed me to see very clearly. You need your voice, you need eye-to-eye contact, or you're not actually communicating at all. And you don't even know who you're communicating with. It is so easy to masquerade as someone else online, or you're talking to bots, which aren't even people. Even emails. I got emails from bots. Tons of them. Now, if I was sitting there going through every email and believing it, I'd be answering bots. What a waste of my time that would be. I mean, oh, it's such a horrible thing. It really is. So I'll leave it there. Thank you for watching. If you got anything out of that, please, I hope you get something out of that. Give me a thumbs up is all I ask, and I will see you all in the next one. Remember that Jesus Christ is the way, the truth, and the life.